Hi, it's Jan Johnson, and thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm really glad that you did. And what we've been covering is character types and roles that people play in the stories of themselves as they interact in business. And we're wrapping that up today. There's the director, the crusader, and today we're going to cover the evangelist. And so you may want to go back if you haven't seen the other two videos that I did in my previous blogs and shared the stories. I talked to you about Edie as the director type and Tom as the crusader type. And today actually I'm going to share with you the evangelist type and insert myself into this equation because this is where I feel I most lie generally. As I've said before, I've used each of the other types in my personality, but this is the one I think I gravitate most to, and the evangelist type is the one who does the research, who studies everything, and therefore because they've done that and they're really thoroughly gone through and dotted every I and crossed every T, they to them know that this is the best of the best and you've got to be a part of it because they've done the research. And that is just kind of me to a persona. But a evangelist type story might go something like this, where someone would say, you know, I've been in this industry for a decade. I've studied everything that you're supposed to study. I've done everything that you're supposed to do, and nothing's worked until I've come across this. And trust me, because of all the research I've done previously and all the research I've done on this, I know this thing is working. Matter of fact, it's working for me. This is great. I'm looking for 5 people to mastermind with me and really move this thing forward because I've done my research. That's a typical conversation with an evangelist type. And as a matter of fact, if you've been following me at all, or maybe know me at all, maybe not, so I'll give you a brief synopsis. Prior to me being a part of network marketing all these years, I was an executive for IBM. And so I came across and on a whim joined a network marketing company while I was in that executive role. And as a CFO, I am a detail-oriented person. And the company I became a part of was a telecommunications company. And they provided a long distance service. Everybody had long distance back then, and you paid by the minute back then, but they were providing a long distance service that was way cheaper than the other company's long distance service was. And so I not only did the research and made sure that the service worked, but I also was able to say, hey, this is kind of a no-brainer. You only have to get 20 customers to qualify for bonuses. I'm the oldest of 7 kids. My brothers and sisters all live out of town. How hard can it be to get 20 customers because you just only need that amount when they're going to be getting something that they already have for cheaper than they already have it? And so I did that research, and it started working very quickly for me. So therefore, I shared with everyone that I had done the research. They knew my personality type anyway. They knew and had seen what I had done on my way up through the ranks of IBM, trusted me in that regard by knowing me. This is before internet marketing and online marketing actually was taking place. And so therefore, I made a decision when I saw this thing really working that I wanted to become the first executive director for the company in Colorado. And in order for me to become an executive director in Colorado, I had to help 5 people reach regional director. And that would get them there, but them doing that would get me there, 5 people on my team. So I actually went to 5 different people and said, hey, do you want to raise your hand? I've done all the research on this, and I'm going to work and help 5 people get to regional director. We can become the first executive directorship in Colorado. I got 5 people raise their hand. We then went to breakfast and met once a week. Keep in mind, I was still in my executive IBM job, and they were each in their full-time jobs doing what they're doing. But we did it, and I was the first executive director in Colorado, and I never ever forgot to share with anybody that I was talking with that I wouldn't be there if it wasn't for them. And I didn't do it with a motivation that was intentionally trying to connive them to do something because it then would help me. I did it because I had done my research, and this is before I even realized that this was a personality type or something that people used consciously. It was just a natural thing for me to do because I saw the outcome that I wanted to have, and it's naturally how I operate. And then after studying and finding out varying character types and realizing, hey, that's the one I kind of fit in and that's what I've used a lot. And as a matter of fact, in this industry, I used that right away and it worked. So I encourage you to get a handle on these varying types, either the director or the crusader or the evangelist, and see where you fit in, and purposefully then interject into yourself the story for the one that naturally fits. And you might want to start following or mimicking or emulating those leaders in your industry or your company that you gravitate towards because you have a similar character type. And so I hope this video helped you, and if it did, please comment and share. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really glad that you did. I'm Jan Johnson, thejanjohnson.com. Have a great day.